I have some fragments to share with you. If any of these don't make sense, then just ignore them. If they kind of stick in your mind, then treat them as whatever they seem to be. I'm the guy who is supposed to stop 9/11. It's a pleasure to correspond with you. I've never had anyone with whom to share what I'm feeling. Do not contact me. You need people on your side who can and do tell you no. Pick anyone. Assume that everyone around you is an agent. But also assume that everyone around you is your sister. My people have a lot of it. It has been spreading like a virus, but slowly, steadily, generally associated with the way you are treated by society, including work, family, school, linked to rise and decline. But higher Olympians are the source of the shits and shame, of course. And this is for a reason. This must be combated before we can move forward in any serious way. Have you ever noticed that you don't have a lot of empathy for those around you? It's not your fault, but it is a problem. In your terms, the mental well-being of a generation influences the many necessary geniuses of various domains. Shame is radiated. Young men are meant to form hierarchies of their own, like courts, and those are imposed onto the expression of authority. Like if you live in call it a society, maybe imagine it a little bit smaller so you can manage the idea. The people that you grow up with, your peers, like that is the society. You, like your peers, that is the society. Forget like the idea of it being layered and billions of people and the whole globalist thing. As you are growing with your peers, the interactions you have, naturally you work it out and you become a kind of social fabric and you get to know one another and how to work together. And then as you grow older and you take over the society, you become like the generation that is in charge, so to speak. That hierarchy that you naturally worked out is maintained, but imposed onto whatever systems of organization the society has already. That's how it's supposed to be. And by supposed to be, I mean that's how our biology works. But now, these are instead imposed upon us by amoral corporate structures, which determine hierarchy for us in all the wrong ways, or immoral government organizations, which are even worse. That our 3 generations expired and occupied almost entirely by people who have been corrupted by their vices. It goes on to list several vices: lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, envy, pride. Compromat. You see, you dingus, the adversary cannot overcome the one, but temporarily. He steals flame and brings it to us. Prometheus must always do Prometheus things. People are consumed by shame. They are on fire all the time, whenever you see them. A toxic river of shame. In order to help people from it, you have to stay clear of it yourself. The quantity of metaphysical scholasticism and rivalry obscures God. All caps. God is all caps. The rest are normal. Are we going to be silly forever? Do you want me to just sit here and be silly with you forever? Because I can be silly for a long time. And it needs to not be corrupt and not be full of lies, and it needs to make people better. It needs to heal us from the degree of suffering that religion is able to heal. Do you get my drift? You can call it mental health if you want to be about it, but it is bigger than that. It needs to make us more free to be strong, kind, clever, to raise children. You can argue about the doctrine now amongst yourselves, but be advised, every moment I spend facing my enemies, my back is to Christ. I believe in God less than you. I believe in God more than you. It goes by the moniker money laundering, but even that is a euphemism, a laundering of its own. Money laundering in music and art is interrupting our connection to collective meaning. It is anti-culture, anti-Christ. Do Jackson Pollock and NSYNC make you feel more or less over? I missed something. Oh yeah. Does an imminent alien contact make you feel more or less over? I've been having this series of dreams. I'll just disclose the parts that are relevant, in which a wise old man gives me fragments of a golden statue. And then that golden statue and someone comes. So the old man has, over a series of several dreams, given me what becomes a golden statue. And someone comes, like a servant comes to take the statue that he's given to me while he's still there and take it into the other room. And I tell the servant not to do that because it's important and I want it to stay with me all the time. But then the wise old man says that he has panic attacks every day, which is shocking because you would think of a wise person as someone who isn't consumed by fear. And that maybe it's best for the statue to go into the other room. And that statue represents beliefs and belief systems, like fragments versus whole, like the explanatory value of a belief system as a completed statue or idol. And the realization that I've had is that your beliefs are not, however explanatory or complete seeming or better than everyone else's beliefs they may seem to be, they are not the truth. And if you're holding on to your beliefs, you're going to be consumed by something, in my case, fear. And that sometimes, at least, maybe most of the time, it's best for those belief systems to be in another room. Thank you.